We've got injuries and incidents happening at an alarming rate all over the property. It's got to stop, and it's even worse in the south. The problem seems to be spreading.
We've identified some of the root causes, but it still doesn't cover everything.
There's got to be something we can tell people, some kind of solution.
Well, I don't know what else we can do right now, but maybe we need to call in some outside help, get somebody to take a look at it.
How about calling SIFT?
SIFT? That's a good idea. The Special Investigative Force Team. They'll look at the situation with a whole new perspective.
It's so hot today, and you're getting way too hot.
Hey, Mully. You ready to go?
Yes, but I still don't understand why this is a CSX file, Sculder. After all, this latest incident is obviously the result of heat stress. Well, Jake Atwood had been working in the heat for 4 hours, and he hadn't taken a break or replenished himself. I don't understand why a case of heat stress sends us to New Orleans.
It's a little more than heat stress, Mully. There's been too many of these incidents all over the railroad. Patterns developing, it's spreading.
Sculder, don't you think you're getting yourself a little too worked up over a correlation to summer spike? After all, if Jake had taken 5 or drank some fluids, he wouldn't have suffered an attack of heat stress at all.
Hold that thought, Mully. I have a feeling there's more to it. Come on, let's go to New Orleans.
Now, before we go, make sure everybody's got plenty of water on hand. It's going to be a hot one today. Weather's supposed to be sunny and a low 90s all afternoon. So
there you go, Mully. Safest way to begin any work day. Job briefing.
Any questions?
Can't argue with you there.
All right, let's have a safe one again today. What do you say? All right. Agent Sculder, Agent Mully. I'm Ted Burke, been expecting you. It's nice to have a Special Investigative Force team visit. Unfortunately, I wish it was under better circumstances. The last couple of days have been just terrible. We've never had this many injuries. Let's go on out this way. Be sure to stay within the safe walkway path.
Is there anything else you can tell us about the incidents?
No, a couple of the guys said that they could swear they felt like they weren't alone at the time of the accidents.
Were those stories collaborated by any eyewitnesses, sir?
No one. I guess I just put it as them being hot and tired.
We appreciate your time.
Yeah.
We'll be taking a look around.
All righty.
You see, Mully? Said they felt as if they weren't alone.
Sculder, you heard the supervisor. It was probably just heat or fatigue. Besides, there were no eyewitnesses to back up any of those claims.
Just the same. Something about it.
Keep it moving. Get done faster. If you do, it's an early quit.
right? Hey, man, you could have been killed. What were you thinking?
Crowd a switch like that, you could have been hurt bad. Other people have even been killed in other yards. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Did you see that, Mully? Something was there.
I didn't see anything, Sculder.
I'm gonna stay here a moment. I'll meet up with you in the crew room.
Well, we have a lot of new hires here, and in the summer we have a lot of people working different jobs to fill in for summer vacations. We have updated job briefings and go over the basics as needed.
That's a good practice.
Best way is a safe way.
Isn't it hot? I don't know how much more you can stand. It's more than anyone can bear. Time for a mental vacation. Let's go to the lake. What gear will we need?
Agent Sculder, over here. Agent Sculder, I have that fella here now with me. This is Avery Black. He's the employee who had the near miss with the passing train.
I'm Agent Sculder, Special Investigative Forces team. I think you've met Agent Mully. You all right, Avery? Why don't you tell us what happened out there?
Sure. I was inspecting cars one moment. I guess I was just off somewhere in my mind a moment later. I looked up just in time to roll away from the train.
Were you alone, Avery?
Yeah, I guess so. But I could have sworn that someone was going to go with me out to the lake, though. We were trying to figure out what gear we need for the trip.
Why don't you see what else you can learn? Let me take a look at the track out there.
Excuse me a minute. Sculder, what do you think you're going to find out there? This is obviously a case of someone who was doing their job and then just stepped back for a moment and took a mental vacation.
And what about the companion he mentioned?
Companion? Sculder, there was no companion. There was no one else around.
What if there was someone or something out there? Something that prompted him to stop what he was doing and engage in the unsafe act.
And just what would that be, Sculder? The wind was whispering to him? Don't you think it's about time that Avery Black took some personal responsibility instead of bringing a companion, as you call it, into this investigation? Look, being aware of one's surroundings is essential. He's really lucky he wasn't injured or even killed.
Maybe there's some truth to what you say.
Look, while you were out, we had another incident. This time it was heat stress in an engineering employee. It's a hot day for summer spike.
Let's take in some fluids in. Come on, I'll buy you a cold beer. How about it?
Sculder, Rule G.
Root beer, Mully. Root beer.
Statistically, during the summer months, there is an increase in injuries in the railroad industry. This increase has been labeled the summer spike. Root cause analysis has shown that these injuries and even deaths can be attributed to heat stress, lack of understanding of the work to be done, being unaware of one's surroundings, or even mental vacations. There is no scientific evidence that backs any theory that a force or entity is responsible for making someone act in an unsafe manner. At-risk behavior is a personal choice. No one is able to see or hear another person's thoughts. The fact that we believe that those thoughts are real is not reality. We cannot expect others to be held to the consequences of our unreality. It is not the safe way.